Not one walk, not one hit batsman, no errors on their part. So they didn't give us anything for free. We gave a few things away on our side for free, but you got to give them credit. They got the hits with runners in scoring position. We hit into, I think, 4 double plays. And if you told me before the game that we'd have 19 hits and we'd strike out 16 of their guys and we would only strike out four times, I'd like our chances. But this is a funny game. Didn't think you certainly thought it was going to be more of a pitcher's duel, but I like the way our guys swung the bats. We seemed to hit the ball where they were, and I don't. Did we have one outfield put out? Seemed like everything that they hit was falling today, and that's baseball. So we got to do it the hard way now and come out ready to go tomorrow against whomever it is in the early game. And last time we won one of these things, we lost the first game against Coastal Carolina in 2011 in a big way, and came back and did it the hard way and won it all on Monday night against Clemson to get to South Carolina. So that was the message to the guys in the huddle after the game.
Questions? Coach, what did you see from Mason today?
I thought he just made some mistakes in that third inning with 2 strikes. Couple pitches weren't located great, and they hit him. Give Nebraska credit. With 2 strikes, he had a couple pitches that didn't hit the spots that we wanted him in, and he got hit. He got hurt by him. Other than that, I thought he competed. He never stops competing. Just got in a lot of trouble. After we scored there, that was a big inning. We're up 4-1 right there, and we give the lead back in what seemed like 5 minutes. It was just bang, bang, bang. They were squaring some balls up off of him, but he kept competing. Kept being Mason. It was one of those days where we were just going to have to outscore the other team, and just couldn't do it.
For both players, could you just describe your approach against Nebraska's starter and what you were seeing against him? Was he leaving balls up, or were you hitting pitches down, or what was working?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. The scouting report on their first guy was, he's a senior, he's a veteran, he knows what he's doing out there. Gonna make pitches, not necessarily with his stuff. He's not a guy that's gonna blow it by you, but just watching the film and talking to Coach Horgan, we knew that he was gonna be a little crafty and just try to see some balls up and just take what he gives you. Those guys are sometimes going to make you get yourself out and chase pitches and let the swing get a little big. So I think just staying short, keeping it simple, and just hitting it where it was pitched, and like I said, taking what they were giving me was a theme for me and the whole team really. Like Coach said, I thought top to bottom we really swung it well today, and like he also mentioned, the numbers were a little skewed, but that's kind of the way the game goes sometimes. But I think all our guys did a great job, and that opens up for the whole team when a pitcher on the other side feels like, hey, I can't get any of these guys out, might start choking a little bit, and some things open up. So I thought we did a really good job of that, top to bottom.
Yeah, I think Tope said it good. We didn't try to do too much. I think we took advantage of the park size. We were hitting into that gap, the deep gap, but we were also taking our singles, bloopers right over the shortstop, second baseman, getting balls to fall and just getting guys on base. But yeah, Coach Horgan said it before the game. He's not going to blow you away with his stuff, and particularly he liked his fastball and when there were runners in scoring position. So that was the game plan: go up there and hunt that fastball. And I think for the most part we executed it pretty well.
What did you two see from Pelker? He had 5 hits, and he just seemed to make a pitch when you guys had the runner on base.
Can you repeat it? I'm sorry. Who?
What did you guys see from Pelker? Every time you guys got it,
okay.
First reliever, you guys would get a hit against him, and then somehow he would find a way to get out of his jam.
Yeah, he's another guy. I think his stuff was probably a little better than their first guy, but he did a really good job of just bending and not breaking. And as frustrating as that is from an offensive standpoint, sometimes you got to give those guys credit. And it was just kind of the theme of the game. We were able to get a lot of guys on, and we just couldn't get them across. But yeah, he did a good job for them.
Yeah, they did a really good job. He wasn't scared to throw his secondary stuff with guys on and down on the count, and he was locating pretty much all of his pitches, and he wasn't afraid to come right at us, and he did that really well.
Talk about the coach, the catch that Prado made, came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he never ceases to amaze us. I mean, it was obvious David just didn't see it, and And then I heard somebody in the dugout yell Prado late, and he was coming. He thought David had it at first, and the rule is you keep coming, and be there in case he loses it. And he was there. He was there a little at the last minute, but he made a heck of a catch. It was a really, really good play. I was taking the headset off. I had to watch the replay. I didn't see him make it, but I certainly heard the reaction in our dugout. And he's a special player.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing unfold right in front of me, and I even lost the ball when it went up in the air. The sun was right there, and I could see in Langer's just the way he was standing that he didn't know where it was either. And that's the thing Coach Des says, never be nowhere, and Prado was backing him up. And once he saw that, it was pretty obvious that Langer wasn't quite sure where the ball was and couldn't see it. He was right there and made a heck of a catch.
Anything else? All right, thank you very much.
Appreciate it, guys.